What's going on YouTube? This is Jurassic Creations and welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Kitchen and Counter Pack. This set comes with a Velociraptor, Tim, and an exclusive Lex figure. The first time that Lex has ever been made into a Legacy figure. So let's just go check out the box here. The box looks really good. The packaging's really nice. I really like the sunset you can see right here on the side, and if we turn it around, we can see the Raptor, Lex, and Tim. And Tim is coming in a new dirty variant. If we can see on the front here, you can kind of see that. Alright, everything looks pretty good. Now let's get these guys out of the box. Alright, now that everything's unboxed, we can take a look at everything we got. So first, let's start off with the new Raptor here. This Raptor is an entirely new sculpt from Mattel, featuring an articulated neck, just like we saw in the Battle Damage Raptors from 2018. Articulated legs. You can really only move about that far. You know, you can't make them swivel out. And we have arm articulation, which I've just noticed they can't swing out like previous Raptors, like the Dino Escape Raptor. I just brought it here for the review. I'm gonna repaint this one anyway. This one has articulation where you can move the arm out and in. I mean, it's kind of a small thing to get rid of, but just kind of noticed that. Going over the paint, everything looks really good. I like the jaw on it. Everything looks pretty good. Claws, everything's good. There's also the scan code thing here. There we go. So here's the scan code. I don't know why they did this instead of just keeping it on the foot. Like, I think having it on the foot is better. Now, actually, let's take a look at the feet real quick. They actually painted the claws, which is surprising. They usually don't do that. Looks really good. I'm still kind of iffy about this new scan code thing. I kind of think it's dumb. I don't really know why they needed to do it, but they did, so. Kind of weird, but looks pretty good for the new Raptor. I like it. I mean, I'm going to repaint this one as the big one anyway, so I think it's a good base for a repaint. Next up, let's take a look at the new Tim variation. I have a spare set of goggles from my Ford Explorer review because the first one I got had a broken door, so I have an extra set now I can put on my new Tim, which is pretty good. The Tim is pretty much the same as the one we got in the Explorer set, except this one's a little more dirty. You can see there's like dirt splatters all over him, like mud and all that stuff. But as you can see, he's pretty much identical to the first Tim we got, except for maybe, you know, the dirt variation. So nothing really new there, but still a nice little addition. Alright, and now let's take a look at the action figure everybody has wanted for at least 30 years. Mattel has finally given us a Lex action figure. Now, let's go over the articulation real quick. Just basic Mattel articulation. Unfortunately, there is no elbow joint, but they did that with Tim, so I wasn't really expecting them to do it with Lex. Just really the basic articulation you see in the legs. Like, there is a hip joint, a knee joint. There is no ankle joint, but Mattel usually doesn't do that. I have to say the sculpt looks pretty good. The face looks a little odd, but that's just because it's really small. I have to say it looks pretty accurate to the actress who played Lex in the film. And she does come with a frying pan, which is kind of cool. I was expecting a ladle since we do see a ladle fall off the rack, and that's what gets the Raptor's attention. But still nice little detail to show that, hey, they're in the kitchen. You know, she can cook up an omelet for the Raptors if she really wanted to. But really, no complaints from me. I'm just happy that we finally get a Lex action figure. So, if you need some size comparisons for Lex, here we have Lex next to the Tim that we got in the Explorer set last year, which, if you collect the Legacy line, you probably have that set. We have it next to, we also have Lex next to the Dino Escape Velociraptor that we got last year, next to this year's Raptor. Of course, everything fell over. This Raptor here, the new sculpt, is actually a little bit smaller. Could just be for stance or pose or whatever, but it's something interesting to note. So here's Lex, Tim, and the Velociraptor next to the Ford Explorer that came out last year with this version of Tim, and of course the Tyrannosaurus, which I have right here. I actually repainted mine And this one's pretty... I did this in like August when the set came out, but I made a much better one now. But that's a pretty good size comparison. If you have the Legacy set from last year, these all go hand in hand with each other. It's absolutely perfect how they go. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this is a little shorter than the last one I did, mostly because I want to work on making my reviews a little bit shorter, just so I can get into the details about everything. And just so you don't have to sit through 20 minutes of me babbling behind the camera. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.